Hey, all of my crafty friends. I am here on, day 30 of the Christmas in July sale series. Not sale, every single time. I think I've said it, a sale. Anyways, we are making tags again. I know every video has been tags, but you guys seem to love these. And I've been wanting to make these tags for quite some time and just haven't been able to get to them. And so I figured today's the best day. So here we are. I was going to use that stitch die tag, but I thought I was going to cut the bottom of the tags, and I never got to that. Never got to that. I forgot because I didn't want to use the stitch die and not have the stitch die go up into like the cut part. I don't know how to really describe that. Anyways, so here we are. We're going to cut our paper down. I am just using smooth hammer mill paper. For these, I love to ink blend on this hammer mill smooth cardstock. It just takes the ink so well. All right, so this is actually a nesting die from Ellie Studio, but really you can use any tag die. You can also just get a tag or like a tag file from like Google and cut tags on like a cutting machine that you have. Literally, you don't have to have dies for this. You can if you have a silhouette or a Cricut, there are free files everywhere to cut tags. Then I used a circle die for in the middle there, and this would probably work out even better on a cutting machine because you could have centered that better. I didn't get it exactly centered, but that's okay. I am going to cut 4 of these because we are making spinner dies. So my little character in that circle is going to spin around. Now, the hard part that I did not think about before I watched a video on this of somebody else doing it was you need 2 images back to back. Now, I have also seen videos where you can do like mirrored images with your Misty. So you can probably look into that. But I had one stamp set that unfortunately is not available anymore. Of course, I've used the stamp set a couple of times and no, it's not available. It's okay. Not everything has to be available anymore. But maybe look through your stash and see if you have something. But there was one set of reindeer that were in the same exact position, just facing each other. And this, is it? I think it's called North Pole Littles. Ooh, and I can't remember who it's by. I think it's either by Mama Elephant or My Favorite Things. I can't remember. Anyways. And so I use that. I thought you're going to see me stamp little elves too. I thought that these ones were exact too. But when I looked at it, one of their little hands were different or feet were different, I think. So anyways, now I am just ink blending this with a lumberjack plaid. But I do want it to fade at the bottom, as you can see there. I wanted it to go a little bit more to white, but they're a little splotchy now, but they will melt into that paper, so don't you worry about that. Give your ink some time to develop and, like I said, melt into those papers, and they usually generally what's my word? Oh my goodness. They generally will like smooth out. There we go. Then I'm just using my Distress ink sprayer. You can probably use just about any, but this sprayer, if you push it like halfway, it will do like bigger drops. And then if you push all the way, it'll do like a mist. So it's kind of fun to play with. I love it. I use it pretty much all of the time to like do just about anything. Then I wanted a little bit of white splatter, so I took a little bit of white acrylic paint mixed with a little bit of water, again from that Distress sprayer. I just use it all the time. And flick off some off of a acrylic block. I think one of my kids threw away my splatter box, unfortunately. That sucks. Okay, so moving on to our little images here. As you can see, I did do those elves, but as you can see, like one's legs are split apart more than the other. So it wasn't going to work. They truly were looking like they were an exact mirror image of each other, but it isn't. So All right, so we are using our Ohulu markers. And to color these, I just used 2 greens to do their little colors. And then we are using, for this combination, I do 2 different combinations. We are using Y11, E210, and then E280, I believe I'm going to put up here. I will link these below. Yep, 280. I will put these below, but I will leave them on the screen here for quite some time. And this is just a lighter version of brown. I like this version. It blends pretty decently. Again, I am switching from my Spectrum Noir markers to these Ohulus just because I wanted more color combinations. And these are a pretty affordable version of alcohol markers. The only problem is that their colors just are wonky. It doesn't match up. They're, I don't know. I don't know why they did this other than not to like get copyrighted by Copics, but I just wish their color combinations and their color system was a little bit better. So, but I'm doing all of the work for you guys and going through and trying to find all the good color combinations for you guys so that you don't have to. So always just refer back to these. And I'll be I have like little color with me's on here and TikTok so that you don't have to worry about color combinations. So, all right, doing his little antlers. They're so cute. I do hope that this company comes out with another set like this little set. It's so adorable and it works for so many different things. Like I said, I've already used this a couple of times in the series, and even if it is gone, I feel bad about that because I know so many people like to then go, get what they see type thing because they know it will work, but this one is just not available anymore. All right, so I am switching over to a darker color combination. This one starts out with, I think it's leather. I'll have to get that number for you unless I put it up here. I don't think I actually do. I think I ended up putting it on the top of the cap, and unfortunately. But the middle combination was sand, which was E220, it looks like, and then E210. The difference between the leather and the E2, I think it looks like 220, was a little bit, you see me, I had to do a little tip to tip action there. And that's just when you combine and really let those two colors mix in on the tip, and it makes it easier to blend a little bit. So you will see, I think I change the mid-tone right here. I think I go from leather again, which I'll have to check. Yeah, I do right here to Y9. Yeah. And this blends much easier. It is a little bit darker still than the other one, but again, you're not going to see that when it's like spinning on the tag. It's not that serious. And I don't think that it's that big of a color change, honestly, either. So it's going to be okay. And then I still use sand I end up going sand for my highlight. There we go. Yes, my highlight. For the ears, it looks like I am using E090 for the ears. Move those up because I feel like I'm struggling with my lighting situation, but I'm gonna figure it out eventually. I'm gonna figure it out. And then go back and use that leather for their little hooves. I wanted a little bit more dimension on this little guy's antlers, so I went in with my darkest and then in with I believe my lightest. I think I did do a little bit of a bigger blend there. I do believe I go with my reds, to make this set of colors. So I think I did R8 and then R180, I believe is my mid-tone. 180 is my mid-tone. This is my very common red combination. So now that those have had time to dry, now that I've colored and done all of the things, we are going to heat and emboss them. I did go and grab this sentiment from a whole different stamp set, which I will link below. I think this is a Hello Bluebird stamp set. I will link that below where this sentiment came from. It just says, "'Tis the season to be jolly." We are just going to stamp that. We did use some anti-static powder, so just in case one of those are still wet, of course, and it just makes everything better. Use an anti-static pad. There we go. Anti-static powder will change your embossing life, trust me. And then some Versamark for the ink. My Versamark pad got left open overnight, so I'm stamping everything 2 and 3 times right now. I gotta find a re-inker for that. All the re-inkers that I found are like crazy amounts of dollars on Amazon, so I'm waiting to get back to a store to get that. And then just a white embossing powder, of course, on my coffee filter. I went to go put that away. I'm like, oh, oops. Oh, I did go through and die cut those out just so that you guys obviously see that. And then the letdown of the day, I totally thought that I could find fishing line is what I would use for the spinner part of this. I know we have some. I know I have some somewhere. I could not find it. I was so upset. I use it all the time for my photography work. So I went and got floss. I was just like, you know what? Floss is going to work. You can see it. It's okay. I'll do more tags when I find my fishing line, pretty much. But floss worked for right now. It's white, you know. It is what it is. I couldn't find anything else, guys. And I was really trying to get these tags done. I was so upset. So, all right. So here is why I had to do 2. So you need to 2 of everything, pretty much. So you need to sandwich the floss in between the 2 images. So I did just use glue for this part so that they would have a good grip on that. And then put them back to back over this. Try and center that pretty decently, even though the top of my tag was a lot littler than the bottom. So I did put it a little bit more towards the top. I am using just Barely Arts glue. That is one of my favorite glues. I love the tip. I love that it doesn't dry out. I don't get clogged much. And trust me, I have in the last month of doing all this crafting, I have left this bottle open more than once, and I don't get that many clogs, so I'm pretty happy with it. All right, so here, like I said, you need to sandwich your little spinner in between. Now, I am going to use, as you can see here, some tape adhesive because I just wanted that little stick so that I could make sure that that was nice and taut, because you want it pretty taut so that it does the spin in action pretty much. And then there you go. And as you can see, it's already trying to do the little spinny spin. I love these. I love how they came out. That one, like I said, was a little bit high, as you can see in that circle. So I'm going to try and get this one a little bit better. Again, it's always, you know, a trial and error type of situation, especially when you're doing something for the first time. And I was doing this for the first time right here. There we go. Got that one a little bit closer to that center. Then using just plenty of glue to make sure that those are stuck together. You can ink blend the back of these. I mean, you could make these completely all around, or you could leave it. I am leaving this so that I can do the to and from on the back, which I will do later. All right, so here is the part where I always am like, this is not my strongest point of tag making. I don't have all of the ribbon and all that kind of stuff. I have just a few that I've collected over the years for like scrapbooking. I'm going to go and start looking for like the tag remnants, I guess, or the ribbon. I don't know what they call them, but where they come in like a big, like just a bunch of it comes in like a bag type thing. And it probably pick that up so that I have a little bit more variety. But I just choose just the black and white stripes with some of this velvet. I love this velvet ribbon. It's very pretty. and put that in there. So gosh, guys, we are on day 30 of this series. And as much, I didn't get a video every day, especially towards the end. It is what it is. It's no big deal. I am going to have a video where I wrap it all up here, probably on the 1st. I'm going to try and get one more video out for us on the 31st. And then we're going to do a wrap up video, show you everything that I worked on in the month of July. I'm pretty happy. I think I ended up with like 15 to 19 cards, somewhere in there. I gotta do the math. And I still might make a few more here in the next day or so, because I'm working on a few products from some companies, and so, which are Christmas, because obviously we are all getting ready for the Christmas releases. So we might get a few more in there, but all right, guys, let me know what you think of these. I think they were so fun. They're so adorable, and I had a super fun time making these, and they did not take that long, honestly. A little bit of ink blending, a little bit of water splattering, and we were, and a little bit of coloring, and we were all set. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's see. Let's leave the number 30 or a yay in the comments below for getting this far in this series. And yeah, we'll wrap it up right there. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye.